your walls around you right now. Are they white? If the answer was yes, that means you're racist, apparently. And you may say, well, Reagan, that's absurd. No, not according to the internet, apparently. Because if you love the paint color white, that actually means that you love and support white supremacy.
Wait, what?
I kid you not. So the company Pantone just announced their color of the year for 2026. And this is the color they picked. Introducing Pantone Color of the Year 2026, Pantone 114201 Cloud Dancer, a neutral white that brings calm, clarity, and creative breath in a noisy world. So that's Cloud Dancer. It's very white, okay? It is white. I know there's a lot of different hues of white. This is about as white as it comes, okay?
White as snow.
Now, I immediately kind of rolled my eyes at this because I think that there is a lot of colors that are in style now. Wallpaper is exploding. The old grandma cottage core, filling your house with little cute trinkets and then having cute different color wallpaper. That's the trend right now, at least that I'm seeing. So I was surprised by this because it's projecting for 2026. This is going to be the color. Anyways, that was my only gripe with it. Until I saw the comment section, full of things like this. In this political and social climate, that's interesting timing. We're talking about paint colors, like colors of things, not colors of skin, okay? And before I read and watch more of the hilarious response to this was the Pantone Colors of the Year from 2016 to now. And it had a whole bunch of different colors. So this is kind of showing like the history of them. So this is the first time in many, many years that they have chosen the color white. And now I am also guilty of having just spent my weekend to the point that my nail polish still has white paint on it because I was lime washing my kitchen white. But on technical terms, the color was creative white. So, nonetheless, I guess it's racist. I mean, if you walk into new houses or frankly, even old houses, they're painting everything white. That is happening whether you like it or not. It's everywhere. And because of that, I would say it's the most obvious color for them to choose. Because again, it is unfortunately on trend at large. Now, for those of you who may not know what Pantone is, it is a company that is known for setting universal color language. Because, yeah, that's apparently a thing. But now they're setting standards for their love of whiteness, apparently. The skin color, of course. Even though their president is, black. And here she is talking about the color choice of 2026.
To address some of the online comments, let me state clearly that white is indeed a color.
Also, guys, she's wearing a white shirt. How dare she? What a racist.
We knew that people would have emotions about this year's color.
Okay, her saying that we knew people would have emotions, that's annoying to me for a multitude of reasons because they shouldn't have known that. Like, this shouldn't be a thing. They've picked colors every other year and it hasn't been an issue. But them picking white, yeah, we knew this would be a problem. Just keep listening.
When I first learned the color, I thought, this is going to be pretty controversial.
It shouldn't be. If there was a different group of people, let's say it's a bunch of conservatives in that room, they're picking a color, they pick white, no one would have batted an eye. No one would have thought, oh, this is going to be a spicy one, guys. No, we would have been like, yep, that's the trending color. Pick it. Move on. So I can just envision what this boardroom was like. They're like, ooh, we're going to get salacious this year. We're going to use white.
But the power of this program, the power of Pantone's Color of the Year, is that it sparks a conversation.
For like a day. Like it trends for a day, and then everyone forgets about it and never thinks about it again. But I'm glad that they think it sparks this. I mean, I guess it's sparking conversation with me right now, but not because of what they did, because of what the internet did in reaction to this.
A conversation about color that everyone can participate in. At Pantone, we don't dictate that conversation. We facilitate it.
I just wanted to show this because I thought it was funny that, she's talking about it and she knows that it's an issue. But respectfully, you pick color language, whatever that means. Color language. Color language.
Power of this program, the power of Pantone.
You don't facilitate conversations about race. And if you did want to take credit for that conversation, you would be failing miserably in that department because this conversation is essentially a giant joke. It's so ridiculous. But if you need proof of exactly why this is so comical, here is Exhibit A.
Hey, Pantone. You're fired.
It's always the white Karens.
You're fired. You really chose white? You chose white?
You're wearing a white jacket. That is the same thing here. I know where this video goes, but just for a second. This reaction maybe would make sense because you're protesting the fact that white is such a boring pick with a swath of colors like that. Okay? Just on design principle.
In these times,
And then it's that.
you're fired.
You're fired.
I know the danger of that kind of messaging, and I'm not having it.
Imagine. Also, that color swatch palette thing is worth over $200. I mean, I guess that just is really showing her statement that she's making, but oh my gosh. And Exhibit B.
You're not going to convince me that this was not an intentional move. There's no way that this was an oversight. Like, someone did this on purpose. And it is severely lacking pigment. It's white. Not good, Pantone. Is white even technically a color? In the year of the alligator Alcatraz and Sydney Sweeney...
Sydney Sweeney is brought into this. Of course she is.
Well, it comes off as homophobic.
Is this really the way you want to go?
Apparently, according to Pantone, yes. And to that, I kind of love it for them. Like, they're like, we knew this would cause outrage. Now that I watch these, I'm like, actually, yeah, I would want to do something like that just to annoy people because I think it's funny. I know that's not the reason that they chose to do it, but I think it's funny.
My favorite Pantone year, yes, I have a favorite Pantone year. It was 2016. But now this one, it's just, what are you doing? No.
Again, if the critique was because it's just white and boring, okay, that's not what it is. And it's so funny as a result of that. I wonder if the color gold is controversial. Maybe the leftist tears tumbler may be a little offensive in the best way possible because the Daily Wire Shop's best deals of the year are live right now, and you can score one of the gold leftist tumblers over at the shop. And we're talking up to 70% off some of the conservative gifts for everyone on your list. Gifts like the golden leftist tears tumbler, the Truth Bomb golf club covers, the collected poems of Donald J. Trump, plus there are hats, really funny t-shirts, hoodies, and so much more. And if you're ordering something over $100, it's free shipping. So whether you're shopping for a base uncle, your freedom-loving mom like my own, or just treating yourself for surviving another year of this absolute insanity, then we've got you covered. Just head on over to dailywire.com/shop right now. Don't wait, don't procrastinate, order by December 15th to make sure that you get it in time for Christmas. That's dailywire.com/shop. Now that woman did also bring up the other years, the other colors, as I showed you guys earlier. So I actually wanted to dive into that a bit further because I did find this really funny. Someone said, insane to act like Pantone's color of the year is a racially motivated statement, but if you really want to play that game, these are the previous two. 2025 Mocha Mousse. Yum. I love browns right now. Again, that's one of the colors that I think is coming back. This makes sense. I'm not angry. I'm not triggered that, oh, how dare they use a skin tone that is not my own. Oh, it's brown. Oh, no, there's nothing. It's not racial. It's a beautiful color. Done. Move along. Okay, it gets even better though. 2024 Peach Fuzz. Now, I don't know about you, but that's the skin tone of us white people. That looks pretty, I look like Peach Fuzz, okay? So if there's gonna be one that we're gonna outrage about, that actually looks like a white skin tone. Not pure white, like, no one's skin color is even that white. Regardless, that didn't cause outrage. Even though if we're speaking technically, I mean, that technically is more the color of our skin. That's just it's so good. 2024, there was no outrage. There were no white women on TikTok raging about the fact that how dare they pick a color that is close to their skin tone. Nope, didn't happen then. But now that there is Cloud Dancer White, that is when all of the women will freak out. In fact, Cloud Dancer White is specifically giving conservative. Here is another Exhibit C.
Pantone's color of the year is a recession indicator.
All these women are giving off the same vibe.
You're haunting this house with your whiteness, Brian.
But you go, ladies. You own this race conversation or whatever.
Now, white symbolizes peace, but it also symbolizes a color that traditionally only wealthy people could wear.
Did we say that about purple? A couple years ago when we had a purple, I mean, purple is a sign of royalty. It was a sign of wealth back in the day. Again, selective outrage and stupid outrage, because even if they were angry about purple looking like royalty, it was historically. And that's a fun little fact. Doesn't have to be anything horrific, okay?
Also symbolizes purity, which in the United States tends to have nefarious undertones. It's giving conservative. I can't help but relate this to beauty, where white can make or break a product.
Her room is also white. Hello!
A white white pigment, it's always going to create a cast on deeper skin tones.
It creates a cast on white people's skin tone as well because no one is that color of white. We have hue, there's pigment. We're peach fuzz color.
Now, Pantone says that they chose Cloud Dancer as their color because it's a clean slate. It's a sense of calm.
That is literally what the color white does. That's why every freaking house in America has white rooms in it. It's just like a nice reset, a blank slate of sorts. It is calm. It's like the color of clouds. I'm not going to sit here and defend the color white. It's just obvious, okay? So this...
Without action or change to this administration that we're going to be subjected to for the next 3 years, I feel like this color is gaslighting me because how can I be calm?
It's exhausting, but very comical. Someone said, truly everything is political, isn't it? No. No. It's all Sydney Sweeney's fault. Yeah, of course. Again, it's so good. Of course they brought Sydney Sweeney into it with the good genes. Also, I do have one more because it is also a sign of a recession indicator, the color white, apparently. So let me just show you a clip of this one. This is Exhibit D. They just kept going.
Good news, everybody. Pantone just...
Also, let me pause here real quick. I do believe that behind her bookshelf is the color white. Keep going, ladies. Keep it up. You're doing a fantastic job.
announced its 2026 color of the year, and they're going with white.
You mean like the exact shade of your wall? As if perhaps it's actually on trend? As if perhaps it's not racist?
Pantone. That's what you're going with. No? Because this feels like a recession indicator.
Of course it does. Also, this is not just some niche thing. This has like 85,000 likes.
If this isn't the color of a hood, maybe it's
the color of a hood, or are we seriously going to the KKK right now? Again, look at your wall, lady. Look at your wall. Does that mean your wall looks like the KKK? I mean, is that what you're saying? Just annoying.
a flag. Or, the white light Americans are all seeing because democracy is. Did you forget to read The Room?
Did you forget to read your...
Or did you read it and this is just our hex code now? KK.
This has so many likes. It has too many likes. That's why I had to show this. It's a concerning amount of likes.
Do you remember when that second Good Jeans commercial came out for Dunkin' Donuts like a week after the American Eagle ones?
Oh, yes, the one with Gavin Casalegno. It was a great one.
I didn't ask to be the king of summer. It just kind of happened.
And I said, it's probably not like a straight up eugenics thing, but
it wasn't.
This is an indicator of something that's happening right now, culturally.
So it's offensive. It's a indicator of a recession. They use that phrase all of the time. I feel like I hear that for every topic I'm covering. It's like, oh, that's a recession indicator. What do you even mean by that? They never elaborate, though.
You keep using the word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
A lot of the comments were agreeing, but one said, white isn't a recession indicator. It's a privilege indicator. How? Every room, whether it's a fancy skyrise apartment or a very just boring, average-looking house, they're both painted white. They're all there's a lot of white walls all across America. Okay, I'm not even gonna waste my time by reading the rest of that paragraph. It's just, again, it's so annoying. It's being filed under a recession indicator for me. Of course it is. Someone said, as an Argentine, I did not think of racism. Good, refreshing, finally. But it makes sense in the social climate of the USA. I did think, what an uninspired, boring, bland choice when the 90s maximalism is having a comeback. I agree. In that respect, I agree. In the sense that it is an uninspiring choice in one of the first years in, frankly, recent memory where white is actually not becoming as cool and trendy as it used to be. Though it's still popular on a broad scale, it's not as trendy. Just open an Architect Digest and you will see it full of rich, deep colors and, of course, tons of wallpaper. But, of course, they decided to go with white. Now, if Pantone knew that it may get this kind of reaction, which in today's insane, unoriginal social media thought climate, perhaps they did know that, and they did it to get clicks. And if that were their goal with all of this, they were certainly successful. Because now the entire country knows Pantone's color for 2026. Thank you so much for watching this episode of the comment section. If you want more episodes like this, please subscribe to this channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. Also, for other content, you can follow me on my personal Instagram and X, and make sure to follow our comment section Instagram page. Also, in case you guys have not yet heard, the Daily Wire's new 7-part series, The Pendragon Cycle, is finally coming to Daily Wire Plus on January 22nd. I'm already obsessed, guys. The show is incredible. The cast is absolutely phenomenal. Check out the trailer right now.
All of this is an illusion, an echo of a voice that has died. And soon that echo will cease.
They say that Merlin is mad. They say he was a king in David, the son of a princess of lost Atlantis. They say the future and the past are known to him, that the fire and the wind tell him their secrets, that the magic of the hillfolk and druids come forth at his easy command. They say he slew hundreds, do you hear? That the world burned and trembled at his wrath.
The Merlin died long before you and I were born.
Merlin Emrys has returned to the land of the living.
Vortigern is gone. Rome is gone. The Saxon is here.
Saxon Hengist has assembled the greatest war host ever seen in the Island of the Mighty. And before the summer is through, he means to take the throne. And he will have it. If we are too busy squabbling amongst ourselves to take up arms against him. Here is your hope. A king will arise to hold all Britain in his hand. A high king who will be the wonder of the world.
You.
To a future of peace.
There'll be no peace in these lands till we are all dust.
Men of the Island of the Mighty, you stand together. You stand as Britons. You stand as one.
Great darkness is falling upon this land. These brothers are our only hope to stand against it.
Not our only hope.
They say Merlin slew 70 men with his own hands. At Cathay, he slew 500.
No man is capable of such a thing.
The mortal man.